In trying to rewrite the facts of January 6th, Trump is trying to steal history the same way he tried to steal the election. But we knew the truth because we saw it with our own eyes. This wasn't like a story being told. It was on television repeatedly. We saw it with our own eyes. Trump's mob wasn't a peaceful protest. It was a violent assault. They were insurrectionists, not patriots. They weren't there to uphold the Constitution. They were there to destroy the Constitution. Trump won't do what an American president must do. He refuses to denounce political violence. So hear me clearly. I'll say what Donald Trump won't. Political violence is never, ever acceptable in the United States political system. Never, never, never. It has no place in a democracy, none. You can't be pro-insurrectionist and pro-American. And yet Trump and his MAGA supporters not only embrace political violence, but they laugh about it. At his rally, he jokes about an intruder, whipped up by the big Trump lie, taking a hammer to Paul Pelosi's skull and echoing the very same words used on January 6th. Where's Nancy? And he thinks that's funny. He laughed about it. What a sick... My God. I think it's despicable, seriously. Not just for a president, for any person to say that. But to say it to the whole world listening. When I was overseas, anyway.
I've never seen so much hate come out of a politician as I did just now. The mainstream media's head would explode, and they'd be calling President Trump Hitler again. Instead, the audience applauds American citizens being arrested and imprisoned for peacefully protesting. Don't get me wrong, there were some that were not peacefully protesting, and there were some black flag operatives, if you know what I mean. But it wasn't like BLM. They were burning down cities and murdering people. That did not happen on that day. The infamous day, January 6th, 2021. By the way, I was there, and I just happened to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue because I still wasn't familiar with Washington, D.C. I hadn't been there in a long, long time by the time I got to January 6th. And I happened to go down Pennsylvania Avenue and didn't go to the Capitol that day, nor was I reporting politics. So I'd probably be in jail myself if I walked to the Washington Monument, walked down there. I wouldn't have gone in the building, but I certainly would have been at the window telling people not to go in and videoing it. There's some people that are actually in jail for just standing next to the building, which is quite amazing. The only person that was there that got murdered was Ashley Babbitt, an unarmed woman inside the Capitol that was not a threat. We can see that by the videos. And where is the mainstream media on this? Nothing. Crickets, meaning there was no media reporting on her death. It eventually came out, but it took a while for it to happen. The problem is she's not part of a protected class. Quoting Charlie Kirk, and I'm quoting him, that's not plagiarism. That's a little joke about the president of Harvard. Joe Biden brags in his J6 Doomer speech that his DOJ has targeted 1,200 J6ers, convicted 900, and sentenced them to 840 years in prison. He wants his political opponents afraid this can happen to them too. What a sick man. Good job, Charlie. We have had enough of this hypocrisy. If we do not stand and we do not get out the vote and protest peacefully, we're going to deserve everything we get. Joe seemed pretty focused, didn't they? I wonder what they gave him. He is the most dividing president I believe the U.S. has ever had. Maybe next to Lincoln, but Lincoln was doing it right, not Biden. We can't just let the left be crying out in the streets. What did they say? What did they say? Oh yeah, they said no justice, no peace. Conservatives are not doing that. Liberal leftist warriors are. No justice, no peace. And they get away with it, don't they? I realize how dangerous this is to say this as a conservative, but we can't stay silent anymore. It's time for action. So how do you feel about President Biden's speech? It seems like he's calling for war on over 60 million people. MAGA, Republicans and Democrats, because they're coming around, are opening their eyes and recognizing we do live in a great country. MAGA stands for Make America Great Again. It stands for borders. It stands for free speech for everyone. And we don't want to see the American flag disrespected. All the while, they say President Trump is a threat to democracy. How do they not see the messages they're putting out? And how do the people that are watching him say this actually believe it? There's still, I mean, his poll numbers are terrible, but there's still millions of people that actually believe what he's saying. It just blows my mind. It can't be true. Who cannot recognize what he's doing to the country, the open borders, the gas prices, the wars, everything? The reason I went going political commentary, which I kept quiet on it when I was in DC, is because it's too important for us to ignore now. Don't you agree? This is William Wheating reporting from Mustang Medic. I've got your back, and I hope you have mine. Please share, subscribe, comment on these videos. I appreciate it. It helps more people see it. And I think it's an important message that we all need to get out. Don't you agree? I already said that, didn't I? But it's okay. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. We've got to get Trump back in. It's too important. Let the haters hate, and let the viewers unsubscribe. Such is life. We have to stand. So get out the word, subscribe to the channel, and let's get this thing done in 2024.